So this is a already designed show. So whenever we do it, it's already ready for us to go. And we just go by this, we call it the show Bible, that gives us every single reference. And actually we have some stuff printed out here where it even like shows us exactly like the type of shading, exactly what we use. So we just really follow this. We don't actually design. What we do here is that we adjust for the performers. So all three Draculas are very lovely, but they have very different features. So we tend to highlight those features in them. So that's how the makeup will just change a little bit, but we don't actually change the design. This ballet has been around for a really long time, and we just try to be as close as possible to the original design. That's why it's withstand for so many years. Dracula has this very specific, like, we want to make him like sexy, but also scary. So his hair is actually quite like stringy and very like greasy in the back, but he has a very like masculine and strong hairline. And like I said, the eyebrows are a really big signature on the look, really kind of this area. And then the red lips that we end up seeing on Lucy's neck. So those are like the main big components to Dracula. I think for me is the eyes on the eyebrows. It's just like, oh, he is here, you know?
When the hair and makeup are finished and you look in the mirror, what's the first feeling that hits you?
Showtime. You know, it does take about 45 minutes to do the makeup. So I get to slowly get into the character. And by the end, I just feel ready. So ready to go on stage and let the makeup and character do the talking finally. I've worked in the studio for weeks trying to portray somebody, but having the whole makeup and costume just allows it all to come together. I don't know, it just opens up another door into that mentality of what Dracula, the being dead, being able to transform into the character. You know, you can make faces in the mirror all the time, but when you wear a costume, you feel like you become the character. And so having the makeup and costume, everything, it really allows me to 1000% go there and be Dracula for sure. My best reaction that I've ever gotten was dead silence. I could hear a pin drop as I was coming on stage, and you know, usually you get a cough or a moan or a grunt, but the dead silence when I first entered on that show was just so powerful, both for me and I think the audience in general. That was a really cool moment. I remember that one.
Just being locked in. Locked in,
absolutely. Because so much of what I do on stage comes from my eyes and my stare and my gaze that once it all comes together with the shading, the eyebrows and the contouring, it feels like Dracula.